What's what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is my second attempt to record this video. Um, First of all, go to Osu Chin and like and subscribe his video. Tell him I sent you. He did a good job on this deep dive for Daredevil and Marvel rival video game. I've always been a fan of Daredevil, so I know a little bit. I don't know um deep deeply and extensively a lot about Daredevil, but I know enough. Um, Matt Murdock, his story was the same story that influenced the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. For those of you who do not know that, so they used the Daredevil story to create the Ninja Turtles. And if you look at the story, the origin story, you will see the similarities, right? Because the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they were infected with some ooze to turn them into the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Matt Murdock got oozed on, got something spilled on him, and lost his sight, but then became a warrior. He had a master named Stick. The Turtles had a master named Splinter. He had enemies called the Hand. The Turtles had enemies called the Foot. So there you go. You can see the similarities. But without further ado, let's watch this video. Check it out.
Of the darkest past in Marvel history, from being possessed by the Beast of the Hand to facing the
Wow.
full weight of hell itself.
Look how agile
But what
he
if I
is.
told
That's
you that the
amazing.
version of Daredevil coming to Marvel Rivals isn't just a street-level hero we
FYI,
know.
I also
He's a
know how to do
variant
that.
forged from mystical forces empowered by the very darkness he once fought against. Today, we're diving into Daredevil's full journey across the timeline, exploring Shadowland, Devil's Reign, the Red Fist Saga, and what this all
I know about
means in
Shadowland.
the world
It's
of
pretty good
Marvel
comic,
Rivals.
good story.
To understand Marvel
Pretty dark,
Rivals
too.
Daredevil and why the Beast matters so much, we need to go back, not just decades but centuries. The ninja clan known as the Hand is more than just a group of assassins. They're the current iteration of a secret pseudo-religious cabal worshipping an ancient demon called the Beast. The Hand's roots go back to 1588, when Kagenobu Yoshioka formed it as a secret society dedicated to Japanese nationalism. But somewhere along the way, outside forces seeped in. The sickly ones, primordial entities tied to the Beast, planted their influence, as did their acolytes known as the Five and the older Snake
That
Root Ninja
Iron Fist
Clan.
outfit is
These
amazing.
groups carried
I
the
like the
Beast
design.
worship
Looks
across
really good.
generations, turning what started as a nationalist movement into a demonic cult. And before there was the Hand, there was the Fist. 1,000 years
The
ago,
Fist.
the Fist stood as a counterbalance, a rival force created to stop the spread of the Beast's influence. Later, this role
that
fell to
name
the
sounds
chase,
good.
the mystical warriors that Stick himself trained to fight the Hand.
Their stick.
This tug of war between beast worshippers and their enemies frames everything that Daredevil walks into centuries later. Even in the modern era, the Hand kept trying to expand. In the early 20th century, they moved into Madripoor. Then World War II saw them aligning with Romulus and Baron Strucker, planting seeds for what would eventually become Hydra, only to be purged and reshaped again. Over time, their criminal empire grew global, bringing them into conflict with characters such as Wolverine, Elektra, and of course, Daredevil himself. But the key to all of this is their god. The Beast allegedly predates humanity itself, possibly 4 billion years old, tied to the Elder Gods or even a race of cold-blooded alien reptiles. The sickly ones were its first evangelists on Earth, quote, dishonoring God by destroying what he's made, end quote. During the Thurian and Hyborian ages, sorcerers and death worshippers traveled to its temple, but after the Great Cataclysm, the temple was abandoned, but the worship never stopped.
But watch out,
The
Elektra.
Beast isn't
Damn it.
just a symbol,
got cut.
it's real, and it needs a vessel. Through dark rituals like the Black Flower,
Elektra's
the
one of my
Hand can
favorite
channel its
female
power into chosen
characters
leaders,
in
corrupting
Marvel.
and empowering them in equal measure. That's exactly what happens to Matt Murdock centuries later during Shadowland, but we'll get to that soon.
Who do you guys think is
Now we fast
sexier,
forward to the
Elektra
late
or
2000s.
Psylocke?
Marvel's heroes are in chaos. Civil War fractured the superhero community, Secret Invasion destabilized trust, and during Dark Reign, Norman Osborn ran S.H.I.E.L.D. as a supervillain, Captain America was dead, the Superhero Registration Act was still in effect, and there was no official Avengers team on the streets. In this vacuum, Matt Murdock makes a decision that changes his life. The Hand, the same clan that he's fought for years, offers him leadership, but he refuses. However, when Matt learns the Hand is about to make the Kingpin their new leader, he intervenes. And to keep Wilson Fisk from using the Hand to conquer Hell's Kitchen, Matt accepts their offer himself. It's an ironic choice, one that will turn him into exactly what he feared.
The
Back
Beast.
in New York, Matt constructs Shadowland, a towering fortress built on the ruins of a building that Bullseye destroyed during Dark Reign. Officially, it's a temple and a prison meant to bring order to Hell's Kitchen, but in reality, it becomes a symbol of martial law. Daredevil even confronts Bullseye, escaping from the raft, and kills him. The same way Bullseye killed Elektra
Damn,
years
son,
earlier.
you got stabbed
It's
the
a shocking
fuck up.
moment for heroes like Spider-Man, Luke Cage, Iron Fist,
Exactly the way
Moon
he
Knight,
killed
and the
Elektra.
Punisher, who start questioning
Daredevil
Matt's
returned the
methods.
favor.
What they don't know is that Matt is being guided by the Snake Root clan, the Beast's most devoted worshippers. They put him into the ritual of the Black Flower, and its final step is to become a murderer. When Matt kills Bullseye, the ritual is complete, and the Beast takes him as a vessel. The effects are immediate. Matt emanates a corrupting field across Hell's Kitchen, driving citizens to senseless violence. The Hand moves from assassination to open warfare on gangs, cops, and heroes alike. Street-level defenders band together, but even they realize this isn't Matt anymore. Even the Spirit of Vengeance himself couldn't stop him. When Ghost Rider was sent to attack
That's how
Shadowland,
you know you're in
Daredevil
real
not
trouble.
only defeated him,
When a
he
powerful
absorbed the
force like
Rider's
Ghost Rider
hellfire.
can't stop you,
This wasn't just a
that's
win,
how you know
it was a
you've done
terrifying
fucked up.
showcase of how powerful
Ghost
the Beast's
Rider is
influence
so
had
can
made
take out
Matt.
Thanos.
As the
Not
story
Thanos,
builds,
I mean
Matt transforms
Galactus.
physically. Horns lengthening, skin
And-
darkening,
and
his voice
Daredevil
bellowing,
beat him?
"There is no
What?
Murdock, there is only the Beast." And it all comes to a head when Iron
the
Fist
Beast.
channels his chi to heal Matt's soul, giving him one moment of clarity. In that instant, Matt takes his own life to end the Beast's control. Hell's Kitchen is freed from the spell, but when the
I
heroes
forgot
look
what
for
they
his
call
body,
that type of suicide.
it's gone. Elektra is seen hidden, holding a piece of his costume. Shadowland ends with Matt gone, the Hand fractured, and Hell's Kitchen scarred. But this isn't the end. It's the turning point. Everything that happens to Matt afterward, including the Red Fist saga, begins here. There are quite a few storylines between Shadowland and the Red Fist saga, so let's summarize what happened to Matt during this time.
The
After
Red Fist.
Shadowland, Matt wandered, struggling
I'm gonna
to
create the
reconcile
Black
his
Fist.
past failures. He fought corrupt police in New Mexico, rebuilt his life in New York, joined the New Avengers, and cleared his name. But his path was never easy. A tragic accident on the streets forced him to surrender himself for manslaughter, and while he was in prison, Elektra assumed the mantle of Daredevil and began reviving the Fist, the ancient counter-order to the Hand. This all set the stage for Devil's reign. Mayor Wilson Fisk outlawed vigilantism across New York, deploying the Thunderbolts to enforce his zero-tolerance policy, and the Purple Man, also known as Kilgrave, to influence the minds of the city in
Kilgrave's
his
powers
favor.
are insane.
Heroes were imprisoned and the city was thrown into chaos. Amid this, Fisk discovered evidence that he had once known Daredevil's identity, and in a fit of rage and confusion, killed Mike Murdock, Matt's illegitimate twin, mistaking him for Matt. This devastating
only
loss
purpose was
became
so
a
he could
pivotal
die.
tool for Daredevil. By letting the public believe that Matt Murdock himself had died, he gained the
To
freedom
provide
to
cover.
operate in secret and plan a strike against the Hand without interference. Daredevil worked alongside Elektra, rallying heroes like Spider-Man, Luke Cage, Moon Knight, the Fantastic Four, and even the Champions to resist Fisk's control. Using the Purple Man's children and Fisk's own mind control staff, they dismantled his hold over the city, liberated imprisoned heroes, and neutralized the Purple Man's influence. Matt's calculated deception allowed him to operate with near total freedom, while the city recovered from Fisk's oppressive crackdown. By the end of Devil's Reign, the power balance in New York had shifted. Luke Cage became mayor, Daredevil reclaimed his freedom, and the public believed Matt Murdock had died. A secret that would give him the perfect opening to finally take down the Hand. With this setup complete, Daredevil and Elektra were poised to wage their war in what would become the Red Fist Saga. Following the events of Devil's Reign, Matt Murdock and Elektra set out to revive the Fist, an ancient counter-order to the Hand, recruiting allies both old and new. From Stick and Foggy Nelson to Cole North, as well as a handful of liberated
Aren't all those people dead?
Matt's approach blurred the lines between heroism and vigilantism. Breaking the law became a tool to protect the innocent, a sort of Robin Hood-style justice that drew the attention of the Avengers. Together, the Fist trained and planned to strike the Hand, even gaining access to ancient powers through a trial written in the Book of the Fist, foreshadowing the supernatural abilities that Matt would manifest later. Despite months of preparation, the Fist suffered a devastating blow. The Hand revealed that Punisher was their new leader and empowered by the Beast. Stick and Foggy had been dead for months, replaced by undead imposters acting as spies, while the Stormwind family, who had financially and politically backed Fist during Devil's Reign, attacked the Fist stronghold with a chemical weapon that incited uncontrollable rage. The resulting massacre destroyed much of the Fist leadership, leaving Matt and Cole to narrowly escape as the Avengers arrived and arrested Elektra and the remaining supervillains. Matt retreated into hiding for weeks, physically and emotionally scarred from the massacre. Racked with guilt and self-doubt, he teetered on the edge of giving up entirely. But Cole refused to let him fade away, challenging Matt to stop wallowing and reclaim his purpose. Inspired by Cole's words, Matt once again donned the mask of Daredevil, but this time with a sharper, more ruthless plan. Under the guise of offering the Stormwinds a false deal, he manipulated the corrupt family into releasing Elektra and the captured Fist allies before unleashing a brutal reminder of why the man without fear was never to be underestimated. Using ancient Fist texts, Matt discovered a hidden cave in Japan, a portal to hell itself, where the souls of his friends, including Stick, Foggy, and the President, were trapped by the Beast.
Oh, he's missing an eye now?
Blindspot had been assigned to guard the entrance under orders from the fake Stick, but Matt relieved him of duty and entered alone. He attempted to end his own life so that his soul could journey to hell, but was confronted by Elektra, which led to their final battle, their last dance. Ultimately, Matt died, and his soul descended into the infernal realm as he had originally planned. In hell, Matt was accompanied by the spirit of his father, which was later revealed to be an illusion. As Matt confronted the Beast, the spirit revealed its true form as another demonic being, the sister of the Beast. He uncovered the shocking truth. The ancient war between the Fist and the Hand had been a deception. Two opposing sides, but in all reality, one and the same. A battle between two demons vying for power, manipulating everyone around them. The trial he and Elektra underwent had inadvertently granted them power from a demon, mirroring the way the Beast chooses vessels for the Hand. Refusing to accept this, Matt chose to believe that his newfound abilities came from God, unlocking a temporary but immense holy energy. And with it, he freed the trapped souls and defeated the demons. But his body remained absent from the mortal world, leaving only his soul in hell. This mysterious godlike power and ultimate sacrifice set the stage for the Marvel Rivals version of Daredevil, a variant forged from the legacy of the Beast, now entwined with mystical forces far beyond the original Shadowland events. After his final confrontation in the Red Fist saga, Matt Murdock's soul remained in hell, having defeated the Beast of the Hand and its sister while freeing countless trapped spirits. In this Marvel Rivals timeline, his story didn't end there. Upon vanquishing the Beast, an immortal dragon named Ying Long was set free. Ying Long offered Matt a deal. He would help him absorb the Beast's power if he became the dragon's champion, helping to restore the 8th city in the heart of heaven. It was a burden that only Matt could bear, and a necessary evil that he accepted to save lost souls. This marked the birth of Dezong, a version of Daredevil fully empowered by the Beast, but uncorrupted, unlike his Shadowland self. Whereas in the main Marvel 616 timeline, Matt somehow returned to Hell's Kitchen as a priest with amnesia, this variant of Daredevil continued his mission with full clarity of purpose. He became a protector and overseer of an ancient city of refugees and outcasts, fully embracing the responsibility and power granted to him.
A new dragon.
Dizong's focus was unwavering, stopping the forces of the Hand, demonic
Now his
warlords,
name is
and any
Dizong.
who threatened innocent lives. In the current storyline of Season 4 and 4.5, he has entered the Shin Long Arena tournament not to compete for the same prizes as the other fighters, but to obtain the Sword of Fu Shi. According to Ying Long, this weapon is the only means of breaking the seal on the tomb of his master, Chi-Yo, an ancient god allegedly capable of restoring balance to the universe and resolving the time stream entanglement. However, the sword is embedded in the arms of Lin Lie, setting up a key conflict for the upcoming season in 4.5. Ultimately, this version of Daredevil demonstrates what Matt could be if he fully embraced the power of the Beast without succumbing to corruption. A hero with divine scale abilities, guided by a moral compass forged through a lifetime of sacrifice. In Season 4 and 4.5 of Marvel Rivals, Dizong isn't done yet. His story continues, pushing the limits of his new powers and exploring the cost of wielding the full legacy of the Beast while remaining true to his values. So that's the journey of Daredevil, from the darkness of Shadowland through Devil's Reign and the Red Fist saga, to the Marvel Rivals universe where he becomes Dizong, a hero empowered by the very forces that once nearly destroyed him. Matt's story is one of sacrifice, resilience, and the relentless pursuit of justice, proving why he's truly the man without fear. After Daredevil comes to Marvel Rivals on October 10th, we'll do a full deep dive into his lore and explore what truly separates him from his Prime variant. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. I'd also love to hear from you. Which version of Daredevil do you think is the most powerful? And how would you rank his journey across the timeline? Do you think we can trust Ying Long about releasing Chi-Yo? Or is he manipulating Daredevil like many others before? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and I hope to see you very soon out there in the multiverse.
Well, if he's a real bastard, he will.
Daredevil has.
If he's a real bad mama jamma, he will do it. Anyway, that was a good video, you guys. I like the deep dive. I like the lore. This guy did a really good job. Oh Su Chen. He's pretty cool. But that's all I got for this video. Please like, comment, subscribe. Help me build this channel so I can keep bringing you more exciting videos like this. And look for my own gameplay of Marvel Rivals. I'll be putting those up too. All right. Thank you. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.